So you're thinking about moving here to the Dayton, Ohio area, and you're wondering what the cost of living is here. Well, we've come up with the top 7 indicators to see if the Gem City is going to be right for you. And as an added bonus, we've got a little extra that I think you'll love. So stick around. What's up, everybody? This is Tim Whittemore with the Whittemore Group here at eXp Realty here in Dayton, Ohio. If this is your first time visiting our page, this will give you everything you need to know about living here in Dayton. If this is your first time on this channel and you want to know everything about living here in Dayton, Ohio, this is the place to be. We do tons and tons of videos about everything that you need to know about living here in Dayton. If we don't have it, send us an email, send us a message, and we'll get it for you. So make sure to tap that subscribe button, hit that little bell, so you'll be notified every time that we got a new video coming out. Honestly, we get so many phone calls, emails, texts about people wanting to move here to Dayton and relocating here, and we absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about moving here or relocating, make sure to email, call, text, or even send an old smoke signal out. Whatever way you need to get a hold of us, we've got your back when moving here to Dayton, Ohio. All right, so let's jump right into it. We have the 7 things that we're going to go over. First of all, we're going to talk about home prices and where they're at and how they compare to the rest of the country. We're going to go over rentals, what they look like. We're also going to go over utilities, what it costs to eat, our state income taxes, and healthcare. And of course, a little bit of bonus here right at the end. So let's talk about housing prices. In the US, the average price to purchase a home is actually $230,000. Now here in Ohio, that average is around $140,000 for the house. Still pretty good, huh? Well, that doesn't beat it. In the downtown Dayton area or Dayton greater area, the average home price is only $50,000. That's right. For those investors that want to come out here and get some rental properties, or those that are just looking to get into an affordable home, this is the perfect place to go ahead and get started with that. So as you can see, we're looking at the cost of living map for the greater Dayton area. As you can see, right in the middle is Dayton, which has the overall lowest cost of living in our area. Around that, you can see just to the east is that we do have the Fairborn Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, and just south of that's Beaver Creek. And Beaver Creek's definitely one more of the more affluent areas in our area. Moving just across, we have Oakwood, which is this very small community, but with beautiful, beautiful houses. And just around that is the Kettering area, a little bit older houses, but definitely affordable and within reach of Dayton and all the wonderful things that they have there. Even more affordable, we do have West Carrollton, and then just south of that, Miamisburg, with a nice revitalized downtown. Fantastic place to hang out, and lots of new restaurants popping up down there. Other popular areas that people like to live in is Centerville, where there is a ton of shopping, shops, things of that nature, and center to a lot of things around here. And of course, Springboro, which has bigger houses, bigger lots, again, higher up into the $200,000 to $250,000 range, and you're going to see a little bit more of an affluent community down there as well. So let's talk about rentals. We have for regular studio apartments as low as $481 per month, which is fantastic. If you're looking to go all the way up to 4-bedroom houses, it can range all the way up to $1,179. Those are really good prices when you compare them to a national average that is going from studio apartments at $891 per month all the way up to almost $1,800 per month. Pretty affordable, right? So let's talk about utilities next. So in the Dayton area, you're seeing an average of around $140 per month. And that, compared to a national statistic, is about 16% less than the national average. So still, you're saving here on energy. Now let's talk about transportation. As far as the areas around here, we were seeing an average of around $2.31 per gallon. Now that was prior to the 2020 pandemic, so who knows what that national average is actually going to look like. But if you're curious what the gas prices are here, of course, put a comment in below and I'll update you at the time. Do know that they do have public transportation that does go through here. It's mostly through the city buses, and they actually have a nice program downtown to rent bikes. So they're upgrading their system as 2020 is right now, but it'll be simply from your phone to be able to just click and go ahead and take a bike and then park it somewhere else in order to keep that going. It's a fantastic area for biking. There is tons and tons of different bike trails around here that connect not just the greater Dayton area, but all the other surrounding areas as well. There's miles and miles of it. If you like to bike and if you like to get out there and run, what a fantastic place to be. Now let's talk about food, groceries, things that I personally love about this area. There are tons of great restaurants and places to go, and don't forget, plenty of local breweries around here too. That is fantastic. So let's talk about the regular food prices that they have in the grocery stores. Compared to the national average, it's still about 4% less, which is still good. Food's affordable. Let's talk about going out and getting a bite to eat. If it's just two people out, you can anticipate a standard meal being around $51.50 for 2 meals. Now let's talk a little bit about one of my favorite things is the brews. So a regular pint of beer downtown is probably going to cost you around $4 on average. If you're getting one of those delicious craft brews, then it's probably going to be closer to $6. That right now, as far as breweries are concerned, they are growing and growing in numbers here, and I'm going to tell you, I'm a big fan of this being in my city. Of course, we also have city taxes and income taxes and all sorts of fun taxes that we have to deal with out here. There is sales tax in this state. Know that the sales tax, at least in this area, is 7.5%, so do anticipate that. If you're living in the greater Dayton area, you can also anticipate a flat rate of 2.25% for your city taxes as well. So the last thing I'd like to chat about the cost of living here is going to be healthcare. Now, if you're not covered by your employer's healthcare or any other insurance, then here's some statistics that you can look over, which you can anticipate for your different health care visits. So for doctor's visits, you're going to be looking somewhere around $90 per visit for that on average. For your dentist, it's going to be closer to $82 per visit. The optometrist, they get paid more, it's going to be closer to $90 as well. And your vet is going to be around $54. Again, that's 16% lower than the national average and very affordable. In our area, there is a ton of medical facilities and research here, and it is absolutely booming, which I think really does help bring down the cost. So as promised, I gave you a little bonus here towards the end, some other reasons that you should move out here. Besides the beautiful weather that comes in through the spring and through the fall times, the outdoor festivals that happen through here, it's right close to the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, where they have the Air Force Marathon that runs every October. And the biggest part really is that even though after the automotive industry up and left during the recession of 2008, everything's starting to come back up. There's more programs out there to rebuild downtown Dayton. You'll see repurposed buildings that are out there, turning them into lofts, into apartment buildings, into all this awesome stuff. You can see local breweries and restaurants popping up. The downtown area is being revitalized, and what a great time to be part of it. So definitely come into my city, make it your city. If you have any other questions, make sure to reach out to us. Make sure once again to hit that subscribe button, and if you have any additional questions, here's my info, and we'll see you in our next video. Take care.